What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. So it is it's a really nice day today. It's already 40 degrees. It's only about 8:15 in the morning. Gonna get these birds out today, probably in another hour and a half or so, maybe around 10. I did a ton of research on hawks and when they feed, and Cooper's hawks feed in the morning and the evenings, and your safest time of day is midday. Late morning to early afternoon. So I'm going to get them out around 10:30. Since the sun's been up since about 6, that gave the hawks a good 4 hours to feed and do their thing. And then I'm going to get these birds out. I was also reading why they're so bad in the winter, and it's apparently because of the lack of daylight, so they don't have as much hunting hours. So in the summer they'll hunt early morning and late afternoon, and then the majority of the middle of the day they're just kind of up in the trees nesting or resting. So the days are getting longer now. We've got sunlight from about 6:30 to about 6 o'clock. They got about 12 hours of sunlight now, so I haven't really been seeing them during the day, so that makes a bunch of sense. So we're gonna get these birds out. I got Blue, you guys all know, the other one, the blue check with the white flights. I'm just going to start calling that one Jitters because that one always makes me nervous, like a bit of a daredevil. And then I got one white one, she's a Muleman, and from the first round. So I let them out, and she never really goes anywhere. She kind of just, she goes out and she comes back, but she goes to like the roof, my roof or the neighbor's roof, and the roof of the loft, and she kind of just hangs out. So we'll see what she does today. She doesn't have anybody else to follow, so that hang out. She's either gonna have to hang out by herself, in which case I'll just call her back, or she's gonna have to follow Blue and Jitters, who go and fly. They don't hang around. They go up, they fly for about 30-35 minutes, and they come back. So she's gonna have to make a choice: either stand on the roof as a white bird sticking out like a sore thumb and get eaten by a hawk, or she's gonna have to start flying with the other two. And today we'll see what she does. But I've also got 5 of the second rounders out in the basket, and I found a new place to put them, actually, where they're a bit higher up, so they can see over my fence and they can see a bit more of the surrounding area outside of my yard. And so I've got them in there now. I put them in there about 20 minutes ago, and I'm gonna leave them in there until the other birds go out. So maybe 2 hours or so they'll be in that crate where they can see all around them and over the fences and stuff. So I'm gonna let the other 3 out and let them go, and then I'll have them fly back from the crate to the landing platform. I don't want to let them all out at the same time, because I don't want to take a chance of these second rounders thinking that they can fly with the other 2, because they're nowhere near as strong, and they may try and end up somewhere else tired, and I'll never see them again. So we'll get the other 2 out, we'll get them up, they'll be gone for 30-35 minutes, like I said, and then we'll get the other ones out. So let me show you where I got. So I've got them up here on the railing of the deck. I had to use one of my cornhole boards to sit it on, and they're about this high. So from there you can see a lot more of the area than they can from down there where the aviary is. So hopefully having them up here for a couple hours, they'll really start to see around them and get more of a lay of the land without really being able to go anywhere. And then I'll open this up and I'll let them fly right back to the landing platform. So it's right to there. It'll be the first time they have to approach it from above it instead of about even with it. And I think they're going to do just fine. And if they decide to land on the roof of the loft and walk around, I mean, it's okay too. It's a nice day. I don't have anywhere to go. I can be out here all day. So we'll let these birds start to go. So, one other thing I wanted to talk about as a new guy. Like I said, I'm learning everything. I'm trying to learn as I go and pick up little details and things like that. And The one thing that I've noticed is, so my first rounders, they hatched, late December. And by the time I got them out the first time, they were very strong. And that's where a lot of my problems came from. But because the second rounders came much later, their first time out has now been in the month of March, and they didn't get weaned until the end of February. So I basically weaned them, moved them into the young bird section, and I let them out the first time. They were out here for a week, and they're learning much faster at this young age. It's almost like they have no habits, so the habits I'm putting in them are good ones, and they seem to be learning much quicker. Like they don't dilly-dally as much on the landing board. When I open the thing and I let them out, they go in a lot faster. The first round, they knew the trapping well. We did it for a month every day while at feeding time. I'd put them out in the aviary and I'd shut the door, and they'd have to come through the trap door to eat. So they did it more, but these guys are doing it faster. They run right in. So I understand the start them young, don't baby them, and they're probably going to learn much quicker. And they're not as strong, so they really can't go too far. I mean, at the worst case, they can roof hop, but they can still stare at me, and they can still see everything from there. So hopefully it goes well today. I fed them light yesterday because they haven't been out in about a week, so I want things to go quick today. So yesterday they got like half rations, and they should be coming in pretty quickly for me today. Hopefully, fingers crossed, they'll listen well, and then they'll get a good full feeding when they come back today, because until daylight savings next weekend, I can't let them out during the week because I don't get home from work until 5:30, 5:45, and by then there's not enough light. But next week we'll have light till after 7, so it might be slow going the first couple weeks of daylight savings. But once I'm very comfortable that these birds are settled and everything is going well, and I don't really have to worry about them, and I don't have to sit out here because they're all flying, and I'm gonna have my wife start letting them out around 4:30, 4:45. She'll let them out, and then I get home from work around 5:30, so they'll be out for 45 minutes, and I can start bringing them back in. So I just want to get them settled enough to where she doesn't have to worry about it. She can open the door, and they're going to go and fly, and then I'll come call them back in. Because one other thing I've noticed is they won't come in for anybody but me. I had my kids out here in here yesterday when I was had the birds on the aviary, and I was trying to call them in to eat, and they wouldn't come in with my kids in here. They had to go stand outside out of sight, and then the birds came in. That's just because they're used to me. I'm in here every day, taking care of them, holding them, feeding them. I do everything, so they're pretty used to me. They're used to coming for me. So if I can just get my wife to let them out, they'll fly. I'll call them in when I get home, maybe enjoy 20-30 minutes of watching them fly when I get back, and we'll be good. So, all right, let's get these birds going. There goes those guys. Look at them go. See?
I think he goes like, what is, look at those birds so far. That is pigeon. It's this about.
Oh my god.
cheated, but they ran.
Shake the actual peanuts.
Guys, so all the birds are back. Everybody did well. One little hiccup with the two blue bars from the second round who decided to not go in through the landing platform. They decided to go around and in the door because it's such a nice day out today that I opened the door. You can see, and I had put the baby gate in so the dogs can't go in there, and I figured I'll let them get a lot of nice fresh air in there. And they came from the crate on the deck and they went right in that door, and then they stood up on top of the shelf and I had opened the sliding door and then they went in. But hey, they know where they live. They just got to work on going through the right way. But all right guys, that's Sunday's video, so take it easy and good luck with your birds.